YouTube, my name's Tamara Chambers, and this is Tamara's Never Seen. Today I am watching The Fugitive for the first time. Rob Walker has been telling me to watch The Fugitive for so long, and I love Harrison Ford. I grew up with Harrison Ford in Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and I'm pretty excited. Guys, I've even seen Blade Runner. As far as Tamara's Never Seen goes, I generally go into these action flicks thinking it's just gonna be a generic action flick, and then it turns out to be awesome. That was the case with Die Hard, that was the case with John Wick, so I'm hoping that's the case with this one. Okay, I said drop those Fugitive predictions. I'll read them, except I said I'll read hem in 20 minutes. Also use the hashtag Tamara's Never Seen so I don't lose any like last time. Detective emoji, gun emoji. I'm very excited. My hair's already falling out of its little power buns. Let's get started.
You haven't seen that?
Tamara's Never Seen.
First thing I wrote down is, oh, Harrison with the beard. His wife has just been killed. Now everyone's accusing him. He has to go to court for it, and he gets the death penalty. The death sentence. Lethal injection. What? Also, how is this some of the best acting that I've seen out of Harrison Ford? He, especially throughout the whole film, but especially in this first 20, 30 minutes, holy hell. Everything's so contained, but he's just oozing out emotion and sadness for his wife. I wrote, oh, the whole bus scene. I honestly thought he was gonna escape like Shawshank style in the prison, but they waste no time. One of the prisoners is trying to escape, so one of the policemen shoots him, and then they get derailed, and the bus falls down a hill. They fall onto some train tracks. They have to get off the tracks in order to live, obviously. And Harrison Ford Kimball takes one of the policemen that's unconscious and pushes him out because he can't get out. Everyone else left him, even his partner leaves him to get smashed by a train. So they get out, narrowly missing the train, and the entire train is derailed and explosions are going off. What was the budget for this film? Hey, Ike, be good. So he goes to the hospital he works at to get some medicine because he's been injured in all of this hullabaloo, and he shaves his beard off, which bummed me out. Makes sense, bummed me the out though. Think me up a cup of coffee and one of those donuts with little chocolate sprinkles on it. Yes! So he's walking out of the hospital, he's trying to get away and figure out what his next move is, and I love how many officers he gets away from because he shaved his beard. Murderer, average Joe. Murderer, just a good-looking surgeon. Rugged, handsome murderer. I'm cool. So he just decides to steal an ambulance, and the helicopter's chasing the ambulance, and he decides to go hide out in a sewer. Tim Curry's just like, I'll hide you if you float. Such a good Tim Curry. Wow, Tamara. Crushing it. I wrote down, Harrison Ford always looks like he's just a little bit too old to do what he's about to do. And I don't mean that as an insult at all. It makes him cooler. He jumps out of a waterfall, literally, should have died. He's running around the sewer, and he just looks a little too old to be doing all of these things. And you're never too old to do anything. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he looks a little he's struggling, but in a way that he still gets it done. I love him for it. It sounds like I'm faulting him, but I'm not. I'm giving him credit. I think it's awesome. I wrote, wait, I'm sorry. He jumps out of a dam and out of a waterfall. Where is this in Chicago? It's a giant bridge, a giant dam, and there's hills everywhere. You're like, wait, no. Illinois is this flat. I didn't see any corn in the background. I don't think it was filmed in Illinois. So then he dyes his hair black and he looks like a supermodel, so I love the way that they portray Chicago police in this. The detective is like, why did he kill his wife? And the Chicago police is like, she's rich. And the detective's like, he's rich too, he's a doctor. And the Chicago police just goes, yeah, but she's more rich. And it's just so Chicago, so blue collar policeman. I just expected him to be holding a donut in his hand. It was perfect. He's trying to figure out who killed his wife while simultaneously running away from the police, and he keeps going to the hospital, and while he's there to find the guy with the prosthetic arm, he also like helps save children's lives and like helps with medical cases, you know, in his spare time. He's a fugitive, but also a doctor. You know what girls want in a guy? Doc Fuge. Coming this fall on ABC. That would get canceled. It's a terrible show. Doc Fuge. You find out that Kimball's friend is actually the guy behind the whole thing. He's trying to get a new drug into circulation. They all work at the hospital, whatever. And there's some like big pharma hate, which I love. At this point, the police are just trying to find these guys. They're like, we don't really know what's happening. The fugitives know way more than we do, but we would just be happy to find you. Then, basically the rest of the movie, two prestigious surgeons fist fight. It's awesome. Kimball goes, they killed my wife. They killed my wife, pointing to the guy who did it. And the detective's like, I know, but it's over now. And you know, I'm glad. I need a rest. I love that line. There's also a good thing between them. They both get into the car as the credits roll. They're driving off and Kimball goes, I thought you didn't care. And the detective goes, I don't. And then they flash award-winning smiles and it's a great ending. It was super fun. It was long. There was a couple small plot points that I didn't think was, they spent a lot of time on that weren't extremely needed. Really good to see Harrison Ford just crush it. I love him so much. And so it's always exciting when you're like, oh, that's why I love you, because you're so good. Rob and Doug have been saying that I need to watch it for so long because it's exciting to watch something when you live in the place where it's filmed. It's really exciting. So I'm glad I liked it because also I hate telling them that I don't like something that they really like, like Home Alone. Okay, let's look at some of these predictions. You'll ask Ike if he's ever seen The One-Armed Man. Ike! Have you ever seen The One-Armed Man? Silence. He's such a mystery. You'll laugh when you find out how much that dummy they dropped off the dam cost to make. That was literally something that I said while watching. Obviously, it's not a human. His legs like flail open. It's like, that's a bad dive technique, my friend. And I would love to know. So if I find it, I'll put it right there. So much! You'll wonder if Harrison Ford is really Aquaman. Holy shit, though, I really wish that Harrison Ford was playing Aquaman. That would be amazing. Oh, you'll think Harrison Ford's beard is sexy. Yes, so sexy. Harrison, oh. You'll think Tommy Lee Jones should have won an Oscar and go, yes, when you find out he did. That's awesome, yes! You will like clean-shaven Harrison Ford than bearded Harrison Ford. I'm so sorry, Nicholas, but that is just a bold-faced lie. I'm a facial hair person. A true and true, tried and true every time. If you're like facial hair or no facial hair, it's always facial hair. David Rogers is crushing it with these predictions. You'll be shocked as hell to find out there's a sequel. What? Why? You will meh. You will like the big dive and the crash at the beginning, but overall meh. I don't think so. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a little long, but overall I thought it was a super fun story. And the acting was so killer, and I think I go into action films with way too low of an expectation. Why? Why? You will finally get the joke from The Mask when he says it wasn't him, it was the one-armed man. I've not seen The Mask. That is such a perfect prediction because obviously I'm the worst and haven't seen anything, so that's where I'm ending it. I'm going to do a poll for this, but I think the next couple videos that I'm going to do are going to be maybe Dread, maybe Watership Down, is that a movie? I don't know. Escape from New York, Rosemary's Baby, and A League of Their Own are the 5 that I have like on the docket for like fun, I don't know, nostalgic-y things that I should have seen probably. But always let me know what you want to see on this. I really do take suggestions from people because I want to do the ones that'll will get the most people saying, how, why? I also want to do the ones that I should honestly just see. So I really appreciate your comments and your suggestions. It's really awesome. I didn't kill my wife. Bye.